USA. Yeah, hi. Good morning. Okay, we'll start it. Let me share my screen. So, did you install Oracle Linux? Anyone have any doubts? Rajman?
Yes, sir, I joined.
No. Have you installed Oracle Linux?
Yes, sir, I installed that one.
Okay. So, Praveen? Where is the S1? Rajman, where is the S1? Is joining or? I think.
హలో
Yeah, Praveen.
ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశాను, నో డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
Okay. Okay. So after installation, okay, you will get this screen. So let me. Okay. Let me switch user. How to start the virtual machine? After installation, how to start the virtual machine? So just in the desktop, you able to see Oracle VM VirtualBox, this icon. Double click on that. It will open the Oracle VM VirtualBox. In the left side, these are the virtual missions which you created. In my case, I have almost 10 virtual missions. This is the first virtual mission. This is second one. So which virtual mission you want to start just select on that, click on start. Suppose I want to start virtual mission first one. What is the virtual mission name? MT mission 1. In right side, left side, you have to choose the which virtual mission you want to start. Choose the left side and right side, click on start. It will starting the virtual mission. It will take time, almost 5 minutes, depend on the system configuration. If you want to start the second virtual mission, you can choose the. If you want to start the second virtual mission, you have to choose the second mission, click on start right side. Like this, which mission you want to start? Select left side, right side, click on start. Let me stop it. Okay, so I have 4 missions are up and running. Okay, it will consume more memory. Let me stop other missions. You can see 4 missions are up and running. In my case, I have RAM 16 GB in my PC. Okay, so each mission I assign 3 GB. 4 into 3, 12 GB. We have left 4 GB. 4 GB main laptop is consuming 4 GB. Each mission I assign 3 GB. So if we have 12 GB, suppose if we have 8 GB memory. In case for main laptop you can 4 GB. Rest of the missions, each mission you can 3 GB. That way you can create number of missions based on the memory. How much memory allocated for PC? If it is 16 GB, we can create. Okay, we can start at a time 3-4 virtual missions. Suppose I want to delete the mission. I want to delete this virtual mission. How to delete? Just choose the before that virtual machine is stopped state. You can say power off. Power off means already stopped state. I want to delete this virtual machine. How to delete? Right click on virtual machine, remove. Click on remove. In the remove, after it's asking remove only or delete all files. Delete all files means entire files, virtual machine files also it will delete everything. Click on delete all files. It's removed from this virtual box as well as all the virtual machines where I stored this virtual machine, where I stored, which location. You can see here in the right side in general page, go to settings, system. In the system tab, choose the system tab. Here is the location. Here you can see in the general section. In the general section, settings file location, E drive, there is a VB folder. Under VB, all the virtual machines I maintain one folder only. E drive, you can see E drive VB folder CentOS. Next one, E drive VB folder POS underscore master. And next one, everything, all the virtual machines. Okay, I stored in E drive VB folder. Let me go to the E drive. This is E drive. Which one? Virtual box VB folder. You can see how many virtual, these many virtual machines. Empty mission 1. Just now I started empty mission 1, first one. For this empty mission related files, everything under this folder only. You can see, don't touch this. Okay, if you delete something, virtual machine won't work. Just you can see where it is stored. Go to the E drive, open the virtual box VB folder. You can click on open it and see. You can see what are the files and folders existing. If you delete something, virtual machine it won't functioning. It not opened. You have to recreate and reinstall Linux. Empty mission 2, another virtual mission. You can see here, second mission empty mission 2. All the virtual missions I will maintain. E drive VB folder, under VB folder, everything is there. You can see empty mission 2. Like this, all the virtual missions I am maintaining. This is the path, E drive VB folder. In your case, you guys also same. Choose the OneDrive, E drive or D drive, anything. Create the one folder VB virtual box. Under VB, you can create mission name. You can choose the, while creating virtual mission, choose the this path location. Okay, for each and every mission, how much space it will occupy? Hardly 7 to 10. You can see close to 9 GB. If I have almost 10 virtual missions, 10 into 10, 100 GB occupied. In really, for this mission I assigned almost 100 GB. But 100 GB it's not utilized. Whenever it's required, then that time only the 100 GB utilized. As of now, we install Linux only. For Linux OS operating system files occupied 9 GB. That's why each and every mission size is 9 to 10 GB. You can say 8.50 GB. How to check the size in Windows? Just right click on folder, properties. You can say 5.5, 5.9, almost 6 GB. Okay, like this you can, in Windows, you can check virtual machine size, how much size occupied, utilized. Okay, so like this you can start the virtual machine. If you want to stop, okay, go to the virtual machine. There is a command I will tell you. So if you want to remove the virtual machine, before deleting virtual machine, that virtual machine should be stopped state, means power off. This is running means that virtual machine currently running active state. If virtual machine is running, we cannot delete, we cannot drop. Before deleting this virtual machine, first we have to stop the virtual machine. Once stopped virtual machine, that state will be showing powered off. Then only I can delete. Click on right click on the virtual machine, remove. Once click on remove, it's asking either you want to delete all files or remove only. Click on delete all files. So in backend E drive VB folder, here also it's deleted. Here also this folder it's deleted. If you click on delete all files. Clear? Remove only means from this virtual box only it's removed this mission. Backend this folder won't delete this folder. If you click on delete all files, it's removed everything. From this virtual machine also it's removed, and backend also it's removed. Everything it's removed. That is how we are deleting the virtual machine. You know how to start the virtual machine? In left side, click on which virtual machine you want to start. Click on start. How to see the location of this virtual machine, where it is stored? In the general section, in the right side, in the general section, you can see setting file location. E drive VB folder, it stored this virtual machine physically. How much memory? In the system section, you can see in the under system base memory, almost 3 GB size allocated for this memory. Storage, hard disk, how much hard disk I assign for this mission. Storage, in the storage section you can able to see 100 GB SATA port 0, last one. Just I can see this is for general section. We can able to see the what is the virtual mission name. This is the mission name, virtual mission name. Yes or no? Left side also which we selected same mission name. What is the operating system? Oracle 64-bit. What is the setting file location, where it is stored this mission physically? E drive VB folder, empty mission 2. In the system section, under system, you can find how much memory assigned for this mission. 3 GB memory, 3222 MB. 1 GB equal to 1000 MB. So 3 GB means 3000. Under storage, I want to find how much hard disk, how much storage assigned this virtual machine. You can see here last SATA port 0, empty mission 2.vdi. How much memory, how much storage? This is a hard disk. I assigned hard disk storage 100 GB for this mission. Memory means 3 GB memory assigned. This 3 GB utilized from my main memory. My main memory, how much? RAM 16 GB. My total 16 GB. Out of 16 GB, I assigned 3 GB for this mission. So this is memory. In the system section, we can find memory. How much memory assigned this mission? In the storage, my total storage capacity 1 TB. For this laptop, 1 TB capacity storage. Out of 1 TB, I assigned 100 GB. Assign this mission, where I can find under the storage section. Last SATA port 0. You can see 100 GB. For each and every mission, there is a network adapter we call as a adapter. Without network we cannot able to connect any Linux machine. What is the network? We call as a adapter. Ethernet. Adapters are Ethernet. Adapters are Ethernets. Both are same. If you have at least one adapter, then we can able to connect any Linux machine. Ethernets minimum Ethernet. Okay, we have to specify the Ethernet name ETH0. First Ethernet. What is the second Ethernet? How we can specify ETH1, ETH2, like this. If you want to create one more Ethernet, one more adapter, second Ethernet name is ETH1, Ethernet 1, Ethernet 2, like this. We have to, if you want to create more than one adapters, you have to give naming conversion like this. As of now we only one adapter, that is ETH0. Okay, so clear? For each and every virtual machine, where I can find the memory, where I can find the storage, where I can find the adapters, where I can find the this virtual machine, where it is stored. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, I will share
ఇప్పుడు
the
నెట్వర్క్ అనే
yes good.
వెంకట్ నెట్వర్క్ అనేది ఈచ్ మిషన్ కి మారుతుందా లేదా అన్నిటికీ ఒకటే యూజ్ చేయొచ్చా?
నెట్వర్క్ నేమ్ సేమ్ ఉంటది, ఐపీ అడ్రస్ చేంజ్ అవుద్ది. ఓకే, విల్ టెల్ యూ ఇన్ డీప్. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ ఈచ్ వర్చువల్ మిషన్ విల్ హ్యావ్ వన్ అడాప్టర్ minimum. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, let me. So this mission is started, it's running state. So okay, click on show. It will open the physical virtual machine. This is physical virtual machine. Can see, let it open. Can see empty mission 1, let it open. Let me stop other missions. Okay. How to shut down the Oracle Linux mission? This is currently it's running. How to shut down the virtual machine? init0. This is the command to shut down the Linux mission, any Linux mission. These commands are, once we learn these commands, these are anywhere you can utilize. Command won't change. Whenever you want to shut down the Linux mission, init0, click, just give the init0, enter. It will shut down the Linux mission. You can say shutting down. That command goes to shutting down this Linux mission. For any time if you want to shut down the Linux mission, what is the command? init0 to shut down Linux mission. Mission or server? Okay, both are same. What is the command? After login to root user, root means we'll be able to see hash init0, init space 0, click on enter. This is the command to shut down the Linux mission. Okay, you can say it's powered off state. Now let me go to the, you can say, so after started virtual mission, okay, this is the screen we are getting. This is the host name. Every mission, every Linux mission, will have host name and IP address. These two are mandatory. Hostname means while installing Linux in somewhere we given host name. That is the Linux host name. Every Linux machine or every Linux server. Linux machine or Linux server, both are same. Every machine having one host name, one IP address. Okay, so this is the host name, mtmission1.oracle.com. Click on others. So while installing, after installing Linux, any Linux will get one super user. What is the user? What is the super user?
Root.
After installation, Linux will get super user. What is the super user? Root account. While installing, we have to provide password. What password you provided? Okay, I given Oracle. Oracle is the password, root password. So initially we are logging with the root account. Username, what is the username? Root. All are case sensitive. You have to give small letters only, everything in Linux. Username is root. Click on login. What is the password? Oracle. O caps Oracle. I given this is password. Click on login. This is how we are logging into any Linux server. Any Linux, that could be CentOS, RHEL, Oracle Linux, HP Linux, IBM, anything. After installation, will get super user account, root account. You can see in right side, you can see this is the which user you log into, root user. So we logged as a root user. Here it's display which user you logged. So we currently logged as a root user. This is the time and date. You can say this is for battery. Okay, battery status. This is for wired network connection. This is the adapters. What is the adapter name currently? ETH0, Ethernet. Ethernet is active. If it is active, then only we can connect from putty. I will tell you what is putty. Okay, I will tell you. As of now, every machine having at least one adapter, Ethernet. Where I can find adapter or Ethernet? This is the computer icon. You can see. Right click on that. Edit connections. You can see. This is the adapter name, Ethernet name. This is the connection name. This is the Ethernet. So we given naming conversion ETH0. This is the first Ethernet of this computer. Every server having IP address. One IP address. IPv4 address. Where I can set the IPv4 address? Click on the IPv4 settings. Here I given automatic. Because our Linux machine having internet. Based on the internet, it will generate the IP address automatically, dynamically. You can choose automatic. Okay, you can choose automatic. So it will automatically generate the IP address. Where I can find the IP address, I will tell you. As of now, where I can find the Ethernet adapter? Click on this computer icon, right click, edit connections. This is the Ethernet. Select the Ethernet, click on edit. This is the connection name, Ethernet name, adapter name. Here you can choose the connect automatically. Click on connect automatically. In IPv4 settings, click on automatic. This is settings you have to set in your local, in your installed machine. In the freshly installed Linux machine, this is not selected. choose the check mark IPv4 settings, click on automatic, click on apply. You can see apply, click on apply, close. So currently it is in active state, wired network connection ETH0. So this is for in the Linux machine there is a browser, Firefox browser. This is computer account in Linux machine. This is for like recycle bin in Windows, trash folder. What are the deleted? Those all things comes under in this trash folder. So after login, now we know how to find which user we logged. This is the root user. This is time and date. Where I can find the Ethernet adapter name currently active or not. We know. Click on this computer icon. We have to change these settings. Click on edit connections. Select this one. In your case, maybe system like this name. You can remove this system. Give the ETH0. Select the connect automatically. Go to the IPv4 settings. Select the automatic. Click on apply. Okay. After setting adapters Ethernet. So in Linux we have to use terminal. We have to open the terminal. There we can give all the commands. So where is the terminal? In the applications, in the system tools, terminal. Are you able to see? What is the navigation? Click on applications, system tools, click on the terminal. So you have to add this terminal into desktop so that no need to each and every time, no need to go to the applications, system tools. Okay, so add this desktop. You can see it's added. Double click on terminal. This is the terminal which we are using any Linux commands. You can see this is what it is. This is the username. Which user we logged? Root account. @ this is the host name. MT mission shortcut name without domain name. This is the host name. Before @ this is the username. Hash means we logged as a root account. So it should be hash. Now here also you can see root @ MT mission 1. MT mission 1 is the host name. Root is the username. We logged as a root account. This is how we are. Hash means root. That's it. In Linux, when we are in a hash prompt, we are in root account. We logged as a root account. So how to find the IP address of this this Linux machine? Ifconfig. What is the command? Ifconfig. After login the Linux machine, click on the terminal, open the terminal. You can give command ifconfig. What is the Ethernet? ETH0, one of the Ethernet. What is the IP? You can see here iNet address. This is the IP of this Linux machine. (192) IP address started 192.168 common. Okay, suppose if you change internet Wi-Fi connection from mobile to some cable network, after that automatically it's generated another IP. This should be constant. 192.168 almost constant. This is the IP address we call as a IP address. Where I can find IP address? Log in the root user. Give the command ifconfig. Take this IP address. So this is we are not able to copy this, okay, this test. If you use putty, there is a extra software in the Google. You can type it, putty download, putty free download. Just it's immediately download. You can see download putty. You can see download putty. Click here. 64-bit. I want a 64-bit putty. You can see for Windows 64-bit. I click on this one. So just double click on that. Show all. You can see, so it's downloaded. Just double click on that putty 64-bit. Click on next. That's it. Like VirtualBox. Okay, already existing in my case. That's why it's asking repair or remove. Okay, in your case you can download this putty. Double click on that. Click on next. Default is installed C program files. Okay, so after installing putty, click on search button, putty. Okay, open the putty. So this is the putty to connect the physical virtual machine. This is the, where is the our mission? This is the physical virtual machine. So click on show. What is the IP address? 192.168.225.138. Let me connect from putty. What is the IP address? 192.168.225.138. That mission IP address. Take the IP address, connect from putty. Okay. In the first time it's asking accept. Click on accept. What is the username? Same username. Root. What is the password? Oracle. You can say same virtual machine we logged from putty. In real time we are using, this is the software. Physical server, it's located in client location. Suppose we are doing US project. In the US location, one of the city, they installed and they placed this virtual machine. They give an IP address in office. This is the Linux machine server IP. You can able to connect and you can do the task. So how we are connecting? In our case, we know IP address. This is the IP address. Open the putty, give the IP address, click on open. It's asking login, username. Login as a, which username you want to log in. Give the username, password. That's it. We are able to log in. If we don't have username, password, we cannot log in. If we don't have IP address, we cannot log in. These all details they provide in Linux username, password. Linux admin they will give. IP address in project they will provide. What are the servers? What are the IP addresses? What is the host name? What is the user? Everything they will provide in Excel sheet. Then that Excel sheet we called as an inventory sheet. Inventory means servers details. So this is okay. Font size very small. How to increase small size? Right click on that in the top. Right click, change settings. Change settings. In the appearance, click on appearance. Click on change. You can say click on size 18. Click on OK. Click on apply. Font size increased or not? You want me to show again? Click on right click on change settings. In the under window, click on appearance. Click on change. Here you can change font style, size. I want to change only size only. Click on 18. Click on OK. Click on apply. That's it. Okay, so what is this? What is this highlighted one? This is the username we logged as a root account. Suppose if you logged your own username, suppose if you logged as ODXA user, what could be here? ODXA, it will be there. Which user you logged, that user placed in this place. What is this? Host name, MT Mission 1. MT Mission 1 is the host name. This is how we logged from Putty. Suppose here I want to copy this line 1. Just you can select line 1. Just it's copied. You can see, open notepad, you can paste. Control V, yes, copied. Just in Linux Putty, you can choose the line 1, it's automatically copied. Select that line 1, that's it. We selected MT Mission 1, yes, that's copied automatically. In notepad, you can Control V, paste it to notepad, yes, it's pasted. In Linux Mission, anything if you selected, that's automatically copied. No need to Control C, right click Control, okay. How to copy? Just select the line, it's copied automatically. How to paste into in the Linux Mission in the Putty itself? Right click, click on the select one, right click, that's it, copy paste. Got it? How to copy? Click on the I selected from, so it's copied. How to paste in the here? Right click, whatever the selected, it's pasted. In the virtual mission, this is the physical virtual mission. If you selected this one, it's not copied. We have to manually click on copy, then only it's copied. That is the difference between Linux and Putty. So you can see it's not copied. That's why for user friendly, we are connected from Putty. This is physical virtual mission. This is there in client mission. We are not able to see even virtual mission in the office. They given only IP address, this IP address. If it is a domestic local project, mostly, okay, head of the offices there in Mumbai, the server there in Mumbai, they given IP address. This is the IP address, you can connect and do your work. So by this IP address, I can able to connect with my username password. After that, I can resume my work. So without IP address, we cannot able to connect from Putty. Okay. So what is this IP address? If you set Ethernet adapter, this Ethernet, it gives the one IP address. ETH0, you can see this is the one card, one Ethernet, one adapter, one network card. Without network card, it won't generate the IP address. We cannot able to connect from Putty. Okay. So you know how to take the IP address. How to take the IP address? Same in Putty or physical IP server, you can give ifconfig. This is the command. It gives the Ethernet information. In the first ETH0, this is the Ethernet card, network card. In this, okay, in this iNet address, this is the IP of this Linux mission 192.168.225.138. Okay, so let me take this into take this till this one. How to find IP address? So log into Linux Mission. So I logged as a root account. This is the host name. Hash means we logged as a root account. So if you can give this command if config. This is the Ethernet 0 network card, iNet address. Okay, this is for IP address of Linux Mission. In your case, address will be different. What address placed in this line? Take this IP, connect from putty. Okay. How to find host name? Every Linux machine will have one IP address and a host name. How to find this host name? This is the shortcut name, but I want to find fully name, fully qualified name with domain name. This is the domain name. This is the host name. I want to find with qualified fully domain name. You can give host name. How to find host name? So log into root account, give the command host name. It gives the current Linux Mission host name. This is the fully qualified name. They call as a fully qualified name. This is for shortcut name without domain name. This is for shortcut name or without domain name. Without domain name. Here, what is the domain name? This is the domain name. This is the we call as a domain name. This is the host name. Host name, shortcut name. If you want to find fully qualified name with domain name, what is the host name? This is the host name. In this till this we call as a domain name. This is host name, shortcut name. What is the shortcut name? MT Mission 1. What is the full host name? Anyone asking what is the full host name? What is the fully qualified name? You have to tell enter this one, mtmission1.oracle.com. Clear? So how to shut down the mission? Init 0. It will shut down the mission. It will shut down. Okay, I want to stop and start. I want to restart the. How to shut down the Linux server? What is the command? Init 0. You have to log in the mission. You have to give init 0. Click on enter. Click on enter. After init 0, just click on enter. It will shut down the Linux mission. I want to restart the Linux mission. I want to restart the Linux mission, not shut down. How to? If it is Windows mission, okay, Control Alt Delete. There you can find restart or shut down. If it is Linux mission, everything is command line. You have to give the command init 0. It will shut down. I want to restart. What is the command for restart? Init 6. Instead of init 0, you can give init 6. It will shut down the Linux mission. Again, it will start the Linux mission. It will shut down and starting we call as a restart. It will restarting, first stopping and starting the mission. Reboot the mission. Whenever anyone asking how to reboot the mission, Linux mission, using this command init 6. How to shut down? Init 0. Like this, daily we have to learn few of the commands daily. You have to logged into Linux mission, you have to practice how to take the IP address, download the putty, connecting from putty. After connecting, how to find the host name? Give the command. What is the domain name? In your case, what is the shortcut name? How to shut down the Linux machine? How to restart? Like this, you can practice number of times. Then only you can familiar. You can get familiar. These commands, all commands like English language only. It's very easy to learn, but practice is very, very important. If you do practice n number of times, you can get that much familiarity like Windows operating system. Clear? Anyone any doubts? Today what we covered? How to connect from putty, how to take the IP address, how to find host name, how to shut down the Linux machine, how to restart the Linux machine, how to delete the virtual machine, okay, how to start the virtual machine from this. All this covered. You can go and practice. We'll share this video. If you have any doubts, okay, send the screenshot in WhatsApp group. Okay, we'll reply on that. Clear?